It was December 6, 1917. There was a munitions ship in Halifax Harbor that exploded.
At the time, and up till Hiroshima, was the largest explosion in the history of the world. There were 2,000 people killed, 7,000 injured.
And Boston was the first municipality to respond. We sent a train full of supplies with doctors and medical supplies.
Yeah, my grandfather, he left Halifax about a week before the Halifax explosion happened on a boat. They had Morse code on the boat, which was something fairly new back in them days. When the captain got back to Halifax, they weren't even sure they were going into the same place. Like, they just couldn't believe the city was gone. And he told us about that as kids. So it always meant quite a bit to us. So
this is the way Nova Scotia thanks Boston. And in 1971, we began the tradition of sending a tree to Boston to mark that friendship and to thank Boston for their assistance when we needed it the most.
People still remember what Boston and the New England states did for Nova Scotia and how many lives they saved. We're all taught that in school. It's just something for me to be able to bring that tree down and be a part of this. So pretty proud to be able to do it.
And they actually have a competition up there. A lot of the people will submit a candidate for a tree.
People that have their tree picked, it's quite an honor for them.
The tree has been personified on Twitter. It speaks and it talks about its journey and coming down. And
that's it. Here we are. Long-awaited arrival of Boston Commons.
It's certainly one of the best gigs I have as town crier. They see the tree and they smile. It's heartwarming. It's the start of the holiday season for me.
It takes about a week for the branches to relax and to come back down to the regular shape, and then they'll start decorating and getting ready for the big tree lighting.
So this event is like our Super Bowl. It's the largest event that we do throughout the city of Boston for the Parks Department.
I would say we even start this in July. And so there's a lot of logistics.
For that day, as soon as we arrive, pretty early in the morning, around 8 a.m., we're focused on placing decorations on the stage and other areas that the camera may pan to.
We have two shows. So we do a pre-show from 6 to about 6:50, and then the live show, which runs from 7 to 8 on WCVB Channel 5. We work with Nova Scotia because they send a few acts down as well. We always try to find the talent that has some Boston roots, so it's more meaningful.
We have our audio and sound guys setting up. And you could imagine with close to 20 acts during that day, we're gonna have to do a lot of sound checks.
Check 1, 2, yeah, great.
There's a lot of timing and a lot of pressure, but there's a lot that's going on behind where the show is that people don't see.
Special secret surprise.
Who could it be? So I didn't get to see her, but Dolly Parton, I did hear her voice though.
And I will see you later, and happy holidays.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to see her, but she swooped off.
You got to stay very calm because we got a show and we got to put it on time. And Channel 5 is planning down to the second.
Nora, can we get the mayor up? And then
a lot of it is making sure talent is where they need to be.
Let's get Holy Tabernacle.
And sometimes just kind of giving them a little encouragement.
All right, tonight we're going to put on an amazing show because you guys are all performing tonight.
I've been around this event pretty much my whole life. As a child, I can remember getting out to Boston Common and seeing the tree lit, and now to be able to work on it, it's even more exciting.
Now that it's LED lights, we distract with pyrotechnics, so that gives the LED lights time to warm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then we have a confetti cannon go off. There's a sing-along.
Thank you very much for the tree, my friend.
It's really, for such a large city, it's kind of old school, small, fun.
Santa! Let's do it! The show went well. The music was wonderful, and we had an amazing crowd out there, so we won the Super Bowl. That tree says it all for us right now.
And the holidays really mean family and love and friendship. I feel like this event is a great tradition.
It's not just one holiday ceremony that we're celebrating, and it's not just one city that we're celebrating. It's the idea of kindness and supporting one another. We have to be there for each other in times of need, And it's one of the greatest acts of kindness, bringing these two together to really do something that's amazing.
All right, folks, thank you so much. That's a wrap.
Merry Christmas!